So you can't follow the Pro Tour, you don't know where to be looking, you know what to do now because you're here already. Follow Edgar TV, I'll talk you through all the Pro Tour and day 2 in regards to the Pro Tour today. Now reminder, there won't be an event 3 and 4, the reason being I'm on commentary on those events myself, so you will hear my opinion, it'll just be live on the broadcast rather than on here afterwards. We're going to fly straight into it today, try and pick out the story, see if Joe Cullen can back up what he did yesterday, can Rob Cross back it up. Luke Humphries has decided to take the day off due to his birthday. We'll get to that in a second as we look through some of these results. Number 1 seed Dave Chisnell went out yesterday. He's doing well, picking up a victory today against Rasma. Tommy Lishman, one of the last minute standings. 100 average for him, and he picks up a first Pro Tour victory there. Peter Wright showing some good signs. 6-3 win average just shy of 100. Barneveld looking to get back into the world's top 32. Good performance from him against Lacasiat, getting the victory there. Joe Cullen, a lot of people will be keeping eyes on him now to see if he can back up the performances of yesterday. 6-3 win for him over Rhys Griffiths and an average of 98 certainly suggests that he could be on the right trails here. Dimitri Vandenberg going out in the opening game as he's battling around that world's top 16 position. Connor Scott has had a bit of an unfortunate one the last couple of days. He played well, but without really getting the result, losing out there to Nathan Aspinall. Josh Rock averaged 103, but went down to Bo Greaves. He did go 5-3 up in that game, a real high-quality affair all the way through, but Bo Greaves picking up her first Pro Tour win. Jules Van Dongen was very poor yesterday and very poor again today, losing 6-0 to a 73 average of Nathan Rafferty, 67 the average there from Jules Van Dongen, and I am told that he is struggling a little bit dartitis-wise. Rob Cross, 6-1 victory there over Mickey Mansell. Other way around, Mickey Mansell. 6-1 victory over Rob Cross. Yesterday's winner only able to pick up one leg. Welcome to Pro Tour life. That's the sort of stuff you deal with. Now, Michael Smith, interesting. Out the world's top 16 now. He's lost both games in the opening round. He's lost today 6-2 to Kim Hybricks, averaging just 82. The interesting thing about that is it breaks a new sort of block of 3. So if you think about darts in blocks of 3, think about it in patterns. So 3 darts, 6 darts, 9, 12, 15, 18, etc. When you get to 83 average, that is 18 darts. When you go below an 83, it moves you into another visit. So in this respect, Michael Smith is needing one extra visit to the board. Now, if he was between a 93 and 83, you wouldn't be concerned. You'd say, he's not playing as well as he was, but he's still within that 6 visit block. Now he's going for 7. So there's a concern there in regards to Michael Smith and sort of the direction he's going. At the moment, looks like he's more likely to be moving down rather than up. Toretta had a big win yesterday against Ryan Searle, who was a very good game, and he's backed that up today with a win there, so he'll be more than happy with that. Ricky Evans unable to back up the victory he had yesterday in round 1 against Gary Anderson. Mervyn King missed out on the tour card, a late stand-in for the Pro Tour here, didn't make the most of it, losing out to Brendan Dolan 6 legs to 2. Brendan Dolan knocking on the door of dropping out the world's top 32 now, which would be ramifications in the old seeded system for the World Championships. We're yet to know what the system's going to be. Luke Littler went a few legs down in this one, turned it around though, 102 average, much better performance than yesterday, where he didn't quite hit his levels, did he? Another thing to make note of, look at all the German flags now coming through. Just at the bottom here, Springer, Venig, Schindler, Max, Kai Gotthard. We've also got Max Hopp on the tour as well as others like Clements, etc. So Germans really making a bit of a claim here. Gerwin Price, someone I've said to keep an eye on a little bit this year, looking very good in the opening game. These are your players who perform very well in the second round stage. Now, there was quite a few people here, 99 and a bit, but we're only going for the over 100 averages here because there's so many of them. Jose de Souza picks up £1,000 for each in the second round stage, but he's going to need a lot more than that to keep hold of his tour card. He went down to Chris Dobie. Barneveld unable to get a single leg against Nick Kenny's 102.48 average. Not really one of those sort of big 110s that we saw yesterday, but loads of people breaking the 100. And Ryan Searle there always wins something at the start of the year, and in the early Pro Tours normally picks up one of the titles. Is today going to be his day? He played well yesterday in defeat, he's playing well again today. The one thing that is very evident though when we're looking at today and contrasting it to yesterday is the standard and the levels is so much higher today. Now I did say Luke Humphries isn't in this event, he's pulled out, it is his birthday today, he's 30, you're only 30 once, and when you look at the week, he played Pro Tour yesterday, he's got Media duties on Wednesday. He's got Premier League on Thursday. I get it. It's been probably a busy time of year for him. It's always a busy time, really, with Luke Humphries. He's probably got exhibitions on and things as well. So if he didn't have today off, if we played today, then he wouldn't be able to do tomorrow. Yeah, it's just, I get it. So Luke Humphries pulling out gives an opportunity to one of the players off the Challenge Tour. Opportunity now beckoning, though, in this tournament for people. Johnny Clayton, Gerwin Price again. We've seen many times. Gerwin Price again over the 100 average and playing well. Nico Springer, one to keep an eye on. I think this lad's got some quality, but he's gone out there to Vessel Nyman, who is a lot of people's tips for one to watch. Ryan Searle, again, over the 100 average, but he's going to have his hands full in the next game because it goes 1v2, 3v4 and so on. So we will be playing in the next round against Damon Heta, who is a serial winner on the Pro Tour. Kim Huybrecht's having a bit of a run here, just trying to keep his head above water in regards to the ranking positions. All those German players were saying about earlier, we've still got 2 in. Hempel still in. Schindler still in as we move forward. Joe Cullen didn't back up that big run yesterday, but he'll be more than happy with that. If he would have got 2 board finals this weekend, he would have absolutely snapped your hands off at that. So he'll be delighted with his weekend's work. A very good performance there from him. Peter Wright drawing the attention, but look at Nick Kenny. When you look at the sort of results in the day, he's beat Barneveld 6-0, he's beat Peter Wright 6-2. What a great day for Nick Kenny. He's already in the last 16 now. Now he's going to start building up some money. I know it's early in the season, but these sort of runs help you in regards to getting into Minehead at the end of the year and getting into the Worlds. Get a good start, then be consistent. Cash. Pick up, don't get those zeros, you'll be in those majors. Very seed heavy. Remember last year was the year of the underdog. Maybe that's going to change now. Only one non-seed going through. That's Germany's Florian Hempel. And Luke Littler starting to bring the level of performance. He had a great game against Vessel Nyman. Great watch there between 2 young players. World champion coming out on top. That will set him up a clash with Gerwin Price, who is looking dangerous at the moment. I think could be a value in regards to the Premier League. Certainly in regards to making finals night, because he's not very heavily tipped in regards of doing that. Lowest performance, that came from Chris Dobie, a 6-4 win over Kim Huybrechts. He will care not the less. He's into the quarterfinals. And Nick Kenny, very, very close in regards to getting over the line and beating another big name in the world of darts in Dave Chisnell, but he falls by the wayside. The other thing to note about the players down the right-hand side here, again, so many seeds. Maybe the year of the underdog in 2024 is not going to carry into 2025, and a bit of normality may resume. Normality is the case when we get to the semi-final stage here. Gerwin Price is going to be in a final once again. A good victory there over Ryan Searle, who did beat Gian van Veen, who maybe ran out of steam. Save could be said there for Dave Chisnell going down to Ross Smith. Chris Dobie was one of those that was not a questionable selection in regards to the Premier League, but people thought maybe he needs to justify it, and a run here to the Pro Tour final certainly is going to help back that up, as well as what he did last week in Belfast. Luke Littler does go down 6-5, but it's good to see him playing well here. He has dropped to number 3 in regards to the seeding positions for the Pro Tours, but a lot of that will come down to the fact that he manages his diary quite well and he doesn't always attend all these events, and I think that's going to be the case as well going forward. But I do think we're going to see Luke Littler star quite a bit on the European Tour. Doesn't really quite done on the Euros what he's been doing on those major events, and maybe that's going to be his step forward in 2025. But the final is Gerwin Price and Chris Dobie. Now, in regards to the year ahead, Chris Dobie, 40% of his prize money up for grabs, which means if he can have a year similar to last year, he's going to go up the rankings. If he can have a year better to last year, he's going to jump up the rankings and start pushing towards that top 4 position. Certainly if you can get a deep run in a major, so good to get some money on the Pro Tour. Same for Gerwin Price as well. Gerwin Price is defending a lot of money, over £300,000 up for grabs of Gerwin Price's money, which means he could slide down the rankings. He's one of these players that could be in a bit of danger in regards to dropping outside the world's top 16 if he doesn't have a good year. But that may not be a problem for him. The game went the distance. Gerwin Price opened up a bit of a lead early on. Chris Dobie hit back. Good performance from both there. Combined average both over the 100, sort of 200 and a bit. That's great darts from both. Gerwin Price picks up Pro Tour number 2. We said earlier there's normality resuming again. Last year we had loads of different winners of the Pro Tour. First time champions, first time major champions, upsets left, right and centre. Rob Cross, Gerwin Price are your first 2 Pro Tour winners of 2025, and doing so against other seeded players. Normality resumes back in the world of darts, and I'm all for it. I think we need to have established. I don't think everyone can be a champion. If everyone starts winning champions, who's the real champion? If everyone's a champion, no one's a champion. It's that if everyone's got superpowers, no one's got superpowers. And I think last year we had too many different champions. So I'm one who actually likes. I was seeing the familiar faces back in the winners' enclosure. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll catch you soon when I go back to the studio and make you some more Edgar TV.